tap between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 39, Wentz toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I haven't seen more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space.
Está cruzado, está cruzado, está cruzado, está cruzado, está cruzado, está cruzado. Buena, Chad. Me imagino que Chad Newman.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality.
Fuck this shit.
Pound the rock.
On 2nd down, a run to Gibson.
Bueno.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now.
Voilà.
They know what they're doing there.
And he takes it in.
Nice. Ah.
Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first down, Bridgewater. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Noche tranquila, noche, viernes en la noche, un Friday Night Lights, bajo las luces en el parque, una película, una historia verídica, ¿no? De una escuela.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but
It's
it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This to McLaurin on the left side. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 28 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Bridgewater getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And into the hands of Hill, complete. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Come on!
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll go. It's Gibson. Room here to run.
No. Vamos. Buena.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Joderse conmigo.
52 to play until halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll buy some time right.
Oh!
And he's in.
Fucking shit.
Carson Wentz.
Está bien.
In from 4 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. A CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team
y muy rápido, o sea, anota desesperadamente sin trabajar el reloj. Pero no tengo timeout, así que puedo anotar cuando la saque el forro. John MAdden en español para ti, pasando las vacaciones jugando.
This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week.
Vamos poniendo la cosa caliente.
More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Vamos, duro ahí. Valecito.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
Bien trabajado.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
El problema no eres tú. Soy
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play. 46. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
from the 29. Bridgewater. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and in.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Waddle complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. Not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the ball. And it's Washington that scoops it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they send some blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Gibson. And some room to roam now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Wentz steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss. Back now in Miami. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Mostert. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. There's some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They hand it off to Mostert. A gain of 46 now.
No, tú está fuera. No perdió. Ayer, desde que jugué el juego de 53 puntos, fue sin Tua. Se lo estamos metiendo.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gibson again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. 159 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, the NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium.
¡Estás loco! Yo lo voy a sacar con Terry Hill. Chacho, no voy a dejar ahí. Nos vamos con él. Nos vamos.
Bridgewater going to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Dale problema primero, no.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He'll get it to the 23.
Buena. I speak English.
First down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I'll let you know.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Instead, the punter out to kick it off. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
Carajo.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo gets this one a use check. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charged timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes like 9.9 times out of 10. Just missed that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Dos largas. Dos largas.
Garoppolo gonna go on 4th down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Oh.
Touchdown 49ers.
Mierda.
Brandon Ayuk, 43 yards. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it. We'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Es normal. Tengo un tacón sin quarterback. Voy a estar regulares. Vamos, vamos. No, stay. ¡No!
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what
Sunday.
the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. At the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Finding space at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 85 yards. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Bridgewater will try and throw.
¡Ah!
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
¡Wow! Chico, mano, es el swing, mano, suéltala. Pero cuando le das 2 veces corrida pasa eso. Pom, pom. Si le das pegado, pues la tira. Bullet o lo vio, ¿no? Hay respeto, hay respeto. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game is.
Yeah, kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one. And for him, because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
First down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Time, Deion Sanders. Sí.
An excellent play there.
Me gusta Deion.
I think were they a nickel? Did they have an
Sí. Porque fue abajo en la scrimmage. En la misma línea de la scrimmage, intercepción.
They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Recontra.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Qué leída, qué leída.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh.
Past the 25 into 26.
Posible, no con un concocho más, niño.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being calm.
El poder del universo.
This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
Saludos a mi Chivata, gran fanático mío.
Calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
un respeto grande a Hitler, ¿no?
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. On the screen, this is Edmonds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephen Carter. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
No le va a hacer un impressive performance. No le va a hacer un impressive performance. No le va a salir. ¿Por qué? Why?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot here before half. That's caught by Jennings. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Bueno, ¿y qué está pasando aquí? Bro, you there, bro? You play? Hey.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here.
No.
The cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive, but maybe suggested try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Garoppolo again. There's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a
Let it go.
At this point in the
Let it
game,
go.
the situation they're in, partner,
Let it go.
these incompletions they need to turn into positive snaps.
Let it go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll find IU completion just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th
down. I let you calypso there. Back below, chat below, I'm below. Yeah, below. Up below.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
Gusta el olor de tu perfume.
It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. First down, here's Mitchell.
Estoy aquí. ¿Qué creías? Una sorpresita.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multi-dimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
Oh, ¿cómo tú fallas eso?
And they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. That ground
¿Cómo tú
game
fallas
there,
eso?
Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
Ligament downfield.
At the 7.
Ligament downfield.
He's near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! Kyle Juszczyk from 8 yards out. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Lance going to try to throw for this. Rolling to his left. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football.
Why you kick it there? Because it's 16, pa.
I know we brought
A
analytics
field
into
goal.
the game, and someone has
You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't kick it. You kick it deep.
80% of the
I
time.
put a field goal. This game is over, pa.
They do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown and the kick. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
¿Qué pasa fue de Bridgewater? Vamos.
Still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense.
Es decir, go to laboratory at Mmsweets58. Mmsweets58, top of the world. Dolphins, top of the world.
2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Es duro.
The defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Bridgewater. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense. The interception there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight.
Touchdown, 49ers! Elijah Mitchell, 40 yards. And the Niners take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes
Bendito, parece que tenía problemas mentales, está bailando cuando no tiene que hacerlo, y está perdiendo.
You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Bridgewater now. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This to make it a 3. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On play action, now Garoppolo. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Try now for Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was the veteran Teddy Bridgewater who led the way.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Buen juego. Nos vemos en VIP. Hoy amanecí contento, amanecí feliz, ya tú sabes por ahí que tú tienes para mí, que joda que se joda, que se joda, joda que se joda, que se joda. Estoy aquí contento, estoy aquí feliz, ya tú sabes por aquí, number one. Por ti tú vas. Molesta.
Me dejan la puerta de abajo, sí, seguro esta mañana estaba así, seguiría esta noche.
Mira,
pero nada, no pasa
oye,
nada.
oye, una cosa. Tú fuiste al trabajo hoy, trabajaste,
¿Qué?
fuiste al colmado, no,
Fui al colmado ayer,
papi, no vivas así, vivas out.
ayer yo fui al colmado.
Sí, pero que tu forma de pensar, porque cuando te digo,
¿Tú
¿qué?
fuiste al colmado, dijiste?
No, chico, que tú fuiste al colmado.
¿Cuándo? Ayer.
No.
Ayer yo fui al colmado.